Okay, so I was thinking, say we lived in ancient times and we solved life and we wanted to put it down somewhere so it's not destroyed through time, like ultimate truth type deal. How would you do it? The way I would do it is make symbols out of it. Make a bunch of symbols that correspond to this ultimate truth. So what I'm thinking is, what if the truth that we're seeking is all already in symbols that are left behind by the ancient people? Because obviously they knew more than us. I found this one picture, and it's a picture of Jesus. Well, it's a painting of Jesus on the ceiling of this church. And I'm pretty sure it's old because a lot of these churches have been around for so long, and a lot of them are been around for a long time. But I'll show you the picture. Um, but so it's Jesus in the center, which is a male, which is positive when you think of electricity. It's the positive charge or whatever. But the male's in the center, Jesus, and then there's girls, 6 girls around him, which are well, they're angels, but girls, and they're flying. So, all right, but angels, and they're smaller, and there's 6 of them. So 6 females or negatives, and then the big positive is in the center. I forgot to say that Jesus is bigger, but you'll see in the picture. Now I found this new discovery in magnets, and it's a big male magnet in the center, and then 6 females around it, or negatives around it, smaller. And it is the same layout on this church building, on this church ceiling. Your magnet, if you have the layout in front of you and you connect the layout together, you can make the Jewish star, or the Star of David. Or it's known as a bunch of other things in ancient times, but it's that same exact layout, and I'll show you some pictures of that. We all know that there's been some type of technology that was around back then because of all the stories that we hear, all these flying machines, and even in the Bible, there's a flying machine. And all these people that come down on these flying machines are seen as gods. Now, what if they weren't gods? They were just people that understood life and they accomplished the impossible. Like, imagine if you had the mind power to know that you're going to fly, so you just start flying. It's all about the power of thought. Like, you have to believe. Kind of like Peter Pan, the story of Peter Pan, and you gotta think happy thoughts in order to fly. But what I'm getting at is, we all know that there's these devices that have been around back then. Now, if you were to see that, wouldn't you try and either write down, describe what you're seeing, and make symbols that correspond to the things that you see? That's why maybe that's why we worship a tree, a Christmas tree. It's in a cone shape. There's like a coil wrapped around it of flashing lights, and at the top is a star, or it's an angel, or is an angel, which is a person that can fly, somebody with wings that's flying around. I think all these stories, it's like technology, but I think it also has to do with like your mind and understanding life. But I was thinking about dreaming the other day, or what it is, I don't know. But I was thinking about it, and what makes us dream is dimethyltryptamine, which is DMT, which is produced by the pineal gland inside of your brain. It's like kind of right in the center of the brain, and I think it's behind here. But the pineal gland also produces DMT when you're about to die. So I think the two could be connected somehow. Because if you really think about dreaming, you're laying down in bed. That's a spider. You're laying down in bed, and you close your eyes, and then you go into like another dimension. We literally like trip on DMT every night, and we go into this other dimension. So I was thinking, what if dreaming is the same thing as dying? We just go into like this other dimension. And if we have died before, then, well, I don't know, I think I believe in reincarnation. I'm not sure. Everything changes all the time. The more I start understanding more things. But I think I believe in it. So if we died once before, and the dimethyltryptamine or the DMT was being pumped in our brain, and we went into this dream land, could we have died once before, and this is just another reality that our dream state or whatever? Could this just be a dream? I've heard that before, but I guess that's kind of better explained of why it might have been said. But I have died once before, and where I was brought to was a desert. And this is before I studied any of this stuff, so none of these thoughts would be in my head because I was at a totally different place I was than I am now. But I was brought to this desert. It was three-dimensional, and it had, it was three-dimensional, it was dark out. There were sparkles in the sand, and there were sparkles up in the sky, too, like, I guess, like, thousands of millions of stars that you could just see, like, shining. And then I noticed in front of me was a two-dimensional being. It kind of had, like, maybe like a lighter or darker shade than the desert, the sand, but it was two-dimensional, and it had 6 arms like a nub, like 6 nubs, and the head of it was like Hey Arnold's, like the football head. But yeah, so I was looking at it, and I felt like love. I felt like I was home. It was weird. But then I got brought back. I ended up dying of allergic reaction. Yeah. But, so that's what happened. Yeah. So I think dreams could be connected with the afterlife. Because I don't know. And we could be dreaming right now in this whole other place. Where like it's like a dream within a dream within a dream within a dream. Like that movie Inception. Alright, so back to decoding the ancients. I think that there was technology back then, and they left clues behind for us to solve in all these sacred texts, all the writings, all these this like mysterious artwork. Alright, I'm out. Be sure to subscribe and leave comments if you want. Yeah, leave comments. Tell me what you think of like all this stuff that I'm saying. If it even makes sense. And if you want, you could go to decodingtheancients.com and you could post like a discussion. I'm trying to get people to join so we could get a good discussion going and try and solve all this ancient stuff. Because I believe it's just all technology and the power of the mind. But I'll be back probably later tonight or tomorrow.